Ladies and gentlemen, crypto guys and gals, it's time for day 39 of the 6-month crypto challenge. I hope those who don't do daylight saving time aren't too affected by the time change. For me, it's still 4, so it's all good. Here to give you our daily portfolio and trading update, it's Mr. Techie.
Hello. Good evening and welcome, people, to day 39 of this epic challenge, which has gone to a new level. Or at least it's about to. Let's get on with our daily tradition. If I can find my mouse, who has dying batteries. Again, we're not really expecting much of a change. 989.37. Is that the same number as before? No, it is not. 989.37, and that, ladies and gentlemen, is because we still hold a little tiny weeny bit of BNB. Plus, the USDT price can fluctuate plus or minus a tiny small amount. Anyway. So, welcome. Hello. Guten Tag. Welcome to day 39. And we're not holding anything still. We are still in Tether. We are still waiting. And despite how everything has been going up, I didn't go in. And a lot of people are going to say, but Techie, we literally went from 8,600 all the way up to 9,800. You know, that's $1,200, Techie. Why didn't you go in? It's a risk-reward system. It's essentially that. And that is potentially what we may be talking about a little bit today, is the risk versus the reward. I have been watching the charts almost all day. I have had approximately 45 minutes sleep in total. I didn't have a full sleep session. I've been watching the charts. I've been doing various other things, as well as doing a hell of a lot of research for you guys, preparing for the upcoming lessons and everything that's coming up. So let's have a look at Bitcoin and let's see what the hell Bitcoin has been doing. And let's see. Ooh, oh God, that's when the sorry for anyone who may be suffering from anything. This here is Bitcoin. And Bitcoin has been extremely interesting, to say the least. As you guys can see, I was updating the chart with, again, the stuff that we've spoken about, the very basic trend lines, okay, just to show you guys as a rough guide of where and how things are going. This is the 15-minute chart, and this has been the one that I have been updating. However, let's go to the 1-hour chart. And on the 1-hour chart, we can see something a little bit different. I actually wish there was a button to just, I know there is to reset everything. I just want to temporarily hide all of my drawings. Hey, so many features I wish they had in here, but they don't. At least I did the scrolling thing, so now I can just zoom in and give you guys a better idea of what I'm talking about. So essentially what we had. Oh, sorry. Yes, I absolutely forgot to mention, guys. Sorry, I do apologize, guys. Thank you very much, Crypto Romeo, for the great introduction, as always. Thank you very much to Markko for the graphics. And today we have joining us, we have Jeff, we have Crypto Romeo, and we have Jerome, who has been missing in action for a short while. I know he's fallen in love recently with a newfound fascination. I'm just hoping he's not spending all his time with it. Do you want to tell people what it is, Jerome? The clear, beautiful liquid? No. Okay. I guess not. Jeff is here saying you can duplicate the chart and remove the signs on that one and keep it on the main. I could also do this. I could also click here. I could do split screen, and then I can click this button. Oh no, hold on. We need to synchronize drawings. There we go. And then thank you very much for that tip. No, not reset chart. Drawing tools. Remove all drawing tools. There we go. Okay, so there we go. So now I can just flip between my dirty one. Oh, damn it. Frantically pressing Control Z now. Please excuse the mechanical noise, guys. There we go. So I don't know why it's still synchronizing the drawings. It should not be doing that. Yeah. Well, you know what, guys. That's all in the past. We can remove all the drawings. It's okay. Someone did say something in the chat. Click the eye. Click the eye. Removes all. Deletes them all. Click the eye. There are many eyes. I have one eye, two eye, three eye. If I click that, it removes the chart. These are the eyes that I know. Is there another eye located somewhere else? I mean, obviously there's the ones down here. But anyway, if it just deletes them, then it deletes them. If it eye only hides drawings, doesn't remove them. Far left, fourth from bottom. Far left, fourth from the bottom. Far left. On these ones, fourth
from the main menu. From the main.
Oh God,
Three beneath it.
Three beneath it? I don't know where I'm actually looking. Furthest left. Ah, there we go. Okay. That's a techie derp. Yep. Sorry, guys. I should have looked on the toolbar and noticed that there was a drawing tool on there. I don't even know what chart we're on right now. Okay, we're back to where we started. Welcome to the stream, guys. Let's go on up. No, I'm kidding. Okay, there we go. Thank you. But then, can I draw? No. Okay. All right. Let's just clear it. Let's just go through. Just forget about all this. Yeah, I have. This is how many charts I have. I have techie, I have a special one we're never going to talk about. I have one for when I'm in detail. I have my primary one. I have one for when I'm swinging. I have one for my second monitor, one for my main monitor, one for monitoring one chart, one for monitoring Bitcoin, one for... yeah, don't ask. Just insane. Right, so, welcome. Moving on. This here is the hourly right now, and essentially what happened was we had a double bottom, and this double bottom was yesterday during the stream. I believe we came back down here and we I was about to say we tapped this, but we touched it. We didn't tap the bottom, we touched the bottom. We had a little bit of a bounce, and we came back down again. Not quite getting there, and then something major happened. This here happened, and a lot of people were not watching, and they came back, and suddenly in the space of half a day, Bitcoin had jumped up an insane amount. This is 12%. Why do I say an insane amount? It's a large amount in a short amount of time. And then what happened? We can monitor. I'm going to go through right now. I'm going to tell you guys the story of once upon a time in the land of Bitcoin. And then essentially there was multiple resistance levels. Now there's a pattern that I saw somebody else mention on another stream, and I actually found it very interesting, and I want to mention it to you guys. Yes, I believe that is the one. Yes. So all of these big dumps, okay, you guys can see these big dumps here. all of these big dumps. Look down at the bottom here and look at the time. You ready? Don't look at the date, just look at the time. That's number 1. That's number 2. Wait, I can't remember where the other one was. Oh, here we go. That's number 3. No, this one started around here. That's number 4. And then today, that is essentially coming in at number 5. Almost like clockwork. Almost like clockwork at 4 p.m. UTC or GMT, if you're in GMT right now, 5 p.m. CET, or 11 p.m. PC ABCDT. I don't know what the time zones changed. Everything got messed up. I don't know what is what anymore. Don't techie, no sleep, no ask times, please. This pattern has been repeating, and what was interesting to see was that today, after we had this major explosion, exactly at this time here, there was an insane amount of action moving on in the market. There was a lot of selling happening. However, the bulls still maintained and pushed the price up. It was, you know, they kind of suffered a little bit, and then the price went up. Now, this is an interesting pattern, because if for every single day over the last few days at exactly the same time there has been a dumpage, it means something is kind of potentially just a coincidence. Great, isn't it? Where did I pick this up from? There's a great YouTube channel called The Chart Guys. I do watch their chart. I do watch their TA charts. I do watch their TA updates. And he noticed this pattern and he mentioned it, and so I thought it was very interesting. Generally, the general consensus is there may be something that is pre-programmed that at these set times it is putting, you know, it's selling. It's selling a lot into the market and therefore pushing the price down. However, when it came to the point today where all of these were previously kind of, we're going sideways, then it sells. We're going sideways, then it sells. Okay? But today it got caught out because we weren't going sideways. We were going up. So essentially the momentum of going up versus the momentum of the dump only created this tiny little effect here. All right? And once that timer had run out, of, you know, the dumpage timer had run out, or maybe the system detected that, what else can it do? It just went up. And that's the level that we reached at. Now, I've watched approximately 6 hours worth of Bitcoin analysis videos from random people all across YouTube, because I wanted to be able to come to you guys and give you kind of a good I guess idea of what may potentially happen, so that we can all be aware of it, and so that then we can all kind of keep our cool, not lose our shit, and we can actually prepare and trade based on that. One very interesting thing that a lot of people are talking about right now is this one. This is when that setting becomes a little bit annoying, isn't it? Lock scale. Is this one day candle? Okay. We're looking at the 1 day right now, and we have had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 days of red. Almost a full week of red, non-stop. And then today we have had this massive green. Okay, what is this candle called? This is something, guys, that I have printed on my wall. I have a massive list of, I said to you guys, I think we mentioned it before, I have like all of these kind of crazy patterns all posted on my wall. And then somebody mentioned that there's actually an indicator that you can add, and it goes through and it tells you what they are. So this is a good way for you guys to potentially go through and learn what all the different candles are. You got to remain aware though. the latest candle is still forming. It is still open to change. Okay, so I actually believe this candle here is gonna close at the end of the stream, if I'm not mistaken. I can't even remember what time zone I'm in now. So this here is a bullish engulfing. Okay, and if we come here and we go over to bullish engulfing, all right, this is what a bullish engulfing is, and I'll read it out to you guys. I know you guys can read and you have your eyes and stuff, but I just thought, yeah, we can just kind of talk about it. The bullish engulfing candlestick pattern is a bullish reversal pattern. Keyword, reversal pattern, usually occurring at the bottom of a downtrend. Key words there, the bottom of a downtrend. This here is the textbook definition of a bullish downtrend. Sorry, of an engulfing, bullish engulfing. That is the textbook kind of image of it. And right now, essentially, it does look like we may potentially be having a bullish engulfing. The wick is quite long at the bottom here. This line here is essentially at the bottom of that wick. If we do have this, if we do close like this, then we could potentially see a very interesting pattern. There is, I know there's a few bullish engulfings here. Okay, this one that's a bullish harami. I was going to say it's labeled wrong. It's a bullish harami. That's perfectly fine. But you can see here that the previous bullish engulfing. So here's a bullish engulfing. Even though this doji's got this is a long-legged doji, but the bullish engulfing has pushed it up. The bullish engulfing again has pushed it up. The bullish engulfing has pushed it up. Now notice this one, I'm going to come back and talk about this. Okay, bullish engulfing, going up, coming back down. What is the general pattern that I saw a few people today talk about? That they weren't talking about it with as much certainty a few days ago, but this is essentially it. So we have right now, I don't know why this wick here is, so yeah. There. So essentially what we may end up having is, and somebody asked me about this yesterday, we could potentially have this effect and come back down again and back up again. This is a long process, guys. This is not a short process. Like we are talking about, we're talking about almost a month before we reach the end of this. That is one potential. There is another potential that we are just going to have higher highs and higher lows. What is higher highs and higher lows? And that's why I'm mentioning, someone asked me yesterday about this. Essentially, guys, whenever I draw a channel, if we go back to the 15 and I come here and let's just draw very simply here a channel, because a lot of you guys who are probably watching TA videos keep on hearing this term, higher highs and lower lows and higher highs and lower low, you know, like, so what is a higher high and a lower low? This here is a high. Okay. This here is the next high, i.e. the point, the peak. And this here is the next high. And then down here. So these are lower highs. Every time there is a high or a peak, it gets lower and lower and lower. And this here is a low. This is the base. And so you got the base here, the low is here, you got another low here, you got another low here. The lows are moving down. So when you hear someone say lower highs and lower lows, you instantly know that they're talking about a pattern like this. As opposed to if someone comes and says to you, I'm just going to draw a random line here, okay? I'm not putting it anywhere near anything, I just saw it quickly on the chart. If someone comes to you and says that you have higher highs and higher lows, here's a low, there's a low, there's a low, they're moving higher. And again, here's a high, and here's a high, they're moving higher. So higher highs, higher lows. essentially, what we could end up seeing, why am I mentioning all this, Techie? Get to the damn point. Yeah, I do apologize for those of you who do actually know TA, and probably know TA significantly better than I do. But essentially, here we could potentially see higher lows and effectively kind of lower highs. This is descending slightly. Or there was somebody who also mentioned that we could be seeing, I can't remember the exact point that they based it off of. I think it was based off of another exchange or something. I'm just trying to get this, there we go. So you have higher highs and higher lows as well. Either way, okay, we are expected to continue this wave pattern. All right, that is the current expectation, to continue the wave pattern. However, there is a psychological level at 10,000. I think I've mentioned this before to you guys about the psychological level at 10,000. And I remember somebody said to me, Techie, what are you talking about 10,000? There's nothing there. Why are you saying 10,000 is a psychological level? 3 out of the 10 people that I watched today were talking about 10K being a psychological level. So if you don't believe 10K is a psychological level, go and check out the chart guys. Go and check out a few people on YouTube. You know, half of them are talking about 10K being a psychological level. 10K is a psychological level. Kind of 10 to 10.5. We could bounce up a little bit further from there. And I am going to risk something right now because I didn't actually check it out beforehand, before we came on. So I am literally just going to zip up to, I can't even see, hold on. I need to switch off the candles. I need to switch off the Bollinger Bands. I need to hide everything. Damn it. So I can come and get that right on the correct level there. There we go. So we have, someone can remix those few sentences now. Really? What's few sentences? Higher highs and lower lows. We have a psychological level here. So between here and approximately 10.5, I don't know, my fib doesn't seem to match up with what I drew earlier, but we're going to have a bit of a barrier here. We're going to have a bit of a wall that we're going to have to break through in order for us to continue this upward growth and this upward momentum. However, it does not yet look like we have that power. It does not yet look like we have that steam. That there is the bullish view. That is the bullish view of what we are expecting. All right, over the next month, we continue to have higher highs and higher lows, although it's getting smaller. Okay, it's a little bit of a wedge or a triangle, depending how you're going to draw it. And that is what is kind of expected from a few people. However, they all still say that if we are to fail the 10K, so if we put back our line at 10K somewhere, just a random 10K amount, if we do fail to break this 10K, it is almost confident we're at least going to come down to this line and test it very hard, and potentially also break down from this line. What is the target? Guys, don't go fishing for targets, okay? These movements take a long time to happen. This here was the space of a week. If you're expecting 6K tomorrow, I highly doubt it that we're just going to suddenly see a candle from here all the way down to here in one day. You know, that, look how big that is, double that size. Yeah, we had a wick over here. So if we do have one down to 6K, it's not going to be the end. Okay, it's not going to be the end. There will be further than that. And I know a lot of people saying 4K, 3K, 2K, 1K. Just don't worry about it. You analyze it day by day. You have a look at the charts. You reassess your situation and you make a trade based on that. So why didn't we buy in? Because when we go up to the 15-minute now, I do feel like perhaps maybe, guys, if I'm spending too much time explaining this, you can just say, okay, techie, we got it. You know, you can shut the fuck up now. Pardon my French. We're tired of hearing you talk nonsense. No, sorry, not, yeah, the haters can piss off though. We can say that much. So this is where we are right now. We did have a trend line. There is one that exists. It's a very weak one. It's only touching 2 points right down at the bottom here. And so I move it to here. I'm going to switch on the magnet for this just to make my life a little bit easier. There was a trend line up here. When we went up, we came back across, we bounced down, we carried on, we went up, and then we went sideways for quite a while. And now we have broken down into a different level here. Do I want to draw it out again? Okay, I'm just going to show this to you guys. This here is my chart that I work with. As you can see, I have a lot more different lines. I'm drawing the lines on the 3-minute chart. It allows me to pick out more bases and more lines, and as you can see, the structure of these lines. This here is the big trend line that we just drew. That line there is that blue line there, okay? And you can see how it kind of bounced off of that line multiple times. And then we had a line which for some reason was offset almost perfectly. This line here was offset almost perfectly, and we were using that there as a resistance. And then we formed this line here, which was the support line, which started off initially when we first came down to about 9.5. That line kept on moving up slightly. I wasn't watching the order books. However, the chart guy said that as soon as we came up to this level here, a 300 Bitcoin wall appeared up here. And so as the bulls started their next phase of their run, they faced a 300 Bitcoin wall, and then they couldn't get through. So then they waited, they consolidated, they accumulated, they came back up for a second time thinking they were stronger, and the wall was there. And then essentially then they came to this point, they gave up and they sold. And then what happened was some people were buying, came up to this point, and then the wall moved down to here. That is where the wall moved down to, which is why we came up once, twice, 3 times, failed yet again, came down, a massive big run up, and this time I believe that they broke through the wall, but then something else happened, and tumbled all the way home, as you can see here. Wow, what does all of this mean? You guys remember we spoke about the 3 black crows. Well, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 black crows. This could potentially be a little bit of a retracement. This could just be a bit of a delay. It is possible to have 3 black crows with something else in between. Kind of, well, they don't have to be 3 perfectly sized reds and then something else. But the general consensus, guys, is that right now 10K is going to be very hard to break. If we do break it, we're going to go up. We're going to continue up. We could potentially be reaching 12K quite soon. You got to understand something. These descents are at a much steeper angle than the ascents. All right. This is always kind of the case. You have coming down here. Actually, you know what? Maybe I should have just... this is not Elliott wave. Nobody say anything, please. I'm just using the lines because they're nice and I can just click one point. All right. So you can see here that the angle of the descents is much greater than the angle of the ascents. So I'm not expecting this to just suddenly jump up to there and 2 days we're going to be at 12K. I genuinely do not think that is possible. You got to realize the difference in angles. When we're climbing up, it's a lot harder to walk up a hill carrying a giant rock on your back than it is to just roll the damn rock down the hill and you just take your leisurely pace, okay? The climb is always harder than the fall. So yeah, this is what's being expected. So crucial point, again, to summarize, crucial point, 10K, bounce, down, breakthrough, then we're looking between 10 to 10.5, and then we can analyze the situation there. Again, things become a lot clearer once we get closer to them. If somebody had made this call, I don't know, a few days ago, you know that we're going to come down to here, we're going to bounce up, the things can change. So it's better to just analyze kind of a short time ahead, not try and, you know, say, oh yeah, you know, up there in September or whenever it is, yeah, that's where we're going to be, right up here, because I saw a line coming from Magic Land all the way down there. Let's take it day by day. Let's reanalyze the situation whenever we can. I will continue to update the chart as we go through, as I discover more and more things. And I have also reached out because a lot of you guys, okay, a lot of you guys have been talking about someone. Actually, let me do questions first. Let me do questions and then I can go on to talk about what I was going to talk about. Just scrolling up right now. I don't see. There we go. Okay, so where's the first question? We have question. Isn't there an argument that if we go under 4K, that mining would not be profitable, therefore would be the death of Bitcoin? It's an interesting argument. I haven't thought about it. I don't remember reading about it. It's a very good argument. Would Bitcoin still be profitable if it went down to 4K? And would all of the miners just suddenly say, you know what, that's it, we're not going to mine Bitcoin? I don't think that will happen. Because there's too many people holding Bitcoin, and it's a whole ecosystem. There may be a massive decline, and already over the last few months there has been a massive decline. There's been more people mining in other coins and moving to mining in other coins rather than Bitcoin. That in itself is going to start to hurt things. And I don't know whether I've ever told you guys before, I am not one of the people who believes that Bitcoin will hit 50K or 100. Well, it could hit 50K, but I don't believe it's got many more years left in it, to be completely frank. Unless they do something major with the network, unless they do something major to really refresh themselves, I do not. This is, you know, the end. Not now. I'm not freaking everyone out. Don't say Techie said 10,000 Bitcoin in the end. No, I'm not making a prediction like that. I'm just saying Bitcoin is going to start to have a decline as other coins are going to become more profitable for the miners, for the people to make transactions, for everything. I've got a question here from Sparky Mark. At what point would the price make mining non-profitable, and what effect might that have? I don't know. I genuinely do not know. I'm not a miner. I don't know, to be completely frank. I'm not going to bullshit you guys and come out with some arbitrary number and make false claims as many other people do. How long will miners mine for a loss? It's a good question. That's actually a very good question. If the people have already been mining Bitcoin for multiple years and they have seen this period of the rise, then they will probably be very strong Bitcoin believers. And as a result, because of their belief, they may not actually see the facts until it's quite late. So there will still be people mining Bitcoin even long after the world has forgotten about Bitcoin. There is no doubt about that. And that's just human nature. But we will have to see. This is the first coin. This right now is the prototype. This right now is the one that is going to define history. What Bitcoin does will define how other coins will live and die. So we don't know yet. A lot of people have made guesstimations, which is a combination of a guess and an estimate. They've made guesstimations on what is going to happen with Bitcoin. A lot of market people are just some people are analyzing it solely from looking at charts and looking at things like that and analyzing it. Other people are only analyzing it from the business side of things. At the end of the day, it's a business. You know, it's a commodity. It's a consumable. You know, it's a service. And people have been looking at it from that point of view of the cost to reward ratio. And, you know, a lot of people have actually stopped using Bitcoin. I had to use Bitcoin a few days ago, and I didn't want to. I wanted to find any other way of using anything other than Bitcoin. I didn't want to touch it. It's my own personal preference, but why send money using Bitcoin? Why not send it using Ethereum? Why not send it using Litecoin? Why not send it using Neo? You know, there's a million options out there right now that are a million times better, and therefore the usage of Bitcoin is kind of reducing significantly. So I don't know. We'll have to see what the future holds for it. Spread some FUD on your Twitter. 2 Coins 1 Cup. Hey, 2 Coins 1 Cup has got an epic Twitter account, okay? 2 Coins 1 Cup has got an epic Twitter account. Don't mock his Twitter account, man. 2 Coins 1 Cup says, I'm long on BTC for sure. Just want to hear all arguments. Personally think BTC will go about 50k by the end of it. I respect that. That's completely fine. I am absolutely ready to be completely wrong. If someone comes to me at the end of the year and says, Techie, look, Bitcoin's 200,000, I'm going to be like, you know what? That blows my mind. That's absolutely insane. How a coin can be at such a stage, and how a coin can actually be at such a phase in its life cycle, and yet still multiply by 20 times. You know, that to me is like, wow. It gives me a lot of hope for the other coins. If Bitcoin can do 20 times, whew, imagine what the other coins can do. Holy mother. iMike saying, at the moment, a cheap mining device results in a yield of 0.05 Bitcoin per day converted to 32 euros. Calculate this yield 365 days, then the mining rig provides an annual yield of 11,680, taking into account the costs. There's something fundamentally wrong in that calculation. So you said, this is the calculator. You said it produces 0.05 Bitcoin per day, multiplied by 365 is equal to 18.25 Bitcoin per year. Multiplied by, even if it remains at the same amount, 10,000 is 182,500. I think there may be a missing zero in there, because I don't think a 5,000 or a $3,000 mining rig is going to produce you $183,000 in 1 year. So I think 0.005 Bitcoin multiplied by 365 multiplied by 10,000, 18,250. That is a more realistic number, to be frank. Again, I'm not a miner. I'm a major. Don't come crying to me, please. Yeah. If you calculate the cost of electricity, if you calculate the cost of the actual hardware, if you calculate all of the insane costs that are involved with it, will mining still be profitable? Well, there's a lot of factors that go into how much of a reward a miner gets. It's not just a fixed amount. As far as I know, it's not just a fixed amount. You know, it's not like, oh yeah, you buy a machine that costs this much and then you automatically get this much. You know, it's not, as far as I know. Again, I'm not a miner. I could be wrong. But as far as I know, yeah, you can't. Well, I don't know. iPol Pro saying you can't calculate anything with mining 365 days out. Let's be serious. Got it out the internet. Yes, you can, Paul. Averaged, estimating the future. Oh god, massive thing. Enigma saying there's places in Germany you can have where you rent a cheap room, 200 euros, and electricity is included as much as you want. Place I know has good 100 megabit connection. Yeah, you go and try and mine there, and let's see what happens. Those places are. There's. Someone told me that a university in the UK, they went and they actually ended up inspecting the dorm rooms where the students were living, because the bill for their dormitories went up by like 4 times in the space of a couple of months. And it was because all the students had all these little mining rigs in their room. And yeah, they just literally cut everything and started metering people's electricity. And yeah, so if they realize a large amount of electricity being used, it's a large amount of electricity. It's not a small amount of electricity, guys. Okay. Yeah, it's a large amount of electricity. Well, it's just 200 to 400 a month. What, for electricity? I don't think so. Anyway, this isn't a mining discussion. You guys are welcome to talk about the mining if you want in the chat. Greyland is just posting a chart. Let's check this out. Difficulty factor, hash rate. BTC is 10,000. No, that's 100,000. The hell is that 100,000 for? So at a hardware cost of $1,700, but with BTC being $100,000, I mean, you've got 13.5 terahash, a very low power consumption here. I don't know, 1,372 watts on 13.5 terahash. And even after 1 year, well, after half a year, you only make 16 grand back. I don't know. Is that why people are FOMOing into mining, or what's going on? Greyland knows a hell of a lot more about this stuff than I do. Blah, blah, blah. That's because people want to see it. Okay, and we went back to mining. And it's mining here, mining there, mining everywhere. Do you guys want to do some mining? We can actually do some mining live on air. Give me a second, please. If you guys want to do some mining, this is all you need to do. Okay, you go and you download and you install that. This is a joke. This is a joke, guys. But if you want to do some mining, you know, just go download Minecraft, watch the charts, put in a couple of trades, and you'll be more profitable than actual Bitcoin mining. You know, it's a very competitive world out there. Don't think that you are. Don't think that you can be a big fish. Yeah, you are like. Yeah, you are like a single atom in a massive ocean, or single droplet in a massive ocean. You will not be missed if someone ends up, I don't know, scooping you out. Kefa saying, I did not expect Mr. Techie to have Minecraft at the ready. It's one of my forms of meditation, believe it or not. I don't play games, I'm not a gamer, but Minecraft, yeah, I do it sometimes when I need to have a break. I need to have, you know, relax. Yeah, so this is what I do. Techie got jokes. Techie's got tons of jokes. Right, so moving on now. I'm just checking. Bitcoin so far has kind of been behaving itself during the stream. It's a little bit of an oddity. I think it's good. I was actually expecting it to make something major here while we are live on air. You know, it's good so far. That's okay. Oh God, we're back to the mining. Duration 1 day. Estimated profit in USD. In 1 week, it will make 5,356. Bullshit. That's what he's saying an S9 will do. I don't believe that. Yeah. Okay. So this is the market update now. Hello. You're gonna say Techie in the title. It says community update. What's going on with that? Right now, I'm going to start off with the rules. Okay? I am going to start off with the rules. And so help me God, if someone breaks these rules, okay, you will be out. You will be out. Okay? Out of the whole server. Not even muted, not even just kind of put... there's actually a user position, and the user position is called I can't check it out now because I'm in streamer mode. there's a user position for the naughty people. It's like the naughty corner where people get sent to, where they can only read certain rooms and they're not allowed to type, and they have to manually be removed after they have apologized and they provide proof that they have apologized. I'm going to do an experiment. We're going to do an experiment, guys, in the community. And we are going to open up. We're going to open up the voice room. There are a few rules. Okay? What are the rules? The rules are as follows. If you don't follow the rules that are written here, okay? Be respectful to other members and other people. No spreading FUD or FOMO. No calls or signals without backup in the form of TA. No discussing port size, unless you're going to talk about what percentages you made in profit over a term. No attacking or trolling, and leave your damn ego at the login screen. If you do not follow those rules in here, you're going to go out. I just accidentally left the wrong room. It's going to be that simple, guys. Now, the whole server is being done as a community thing. Okay? Which is why, right now, I'm putting a lot of faith into you guys, and I'm hoping that we can all be grown up, and that we can all be, you know, professional, and that we can all be, you know, aiming to reach a higher level. And that is why I'm putting a lot of trust and faith in you guys, that you don't mess this up. If, and we're going to have this policy, if somebody does go into the rooms and is abusive, is racist, is disrespectful, is FOMOing, is fudding, and I mean hardcore FOMO FUD, okay? Is telling people, yeah, go and buy now, go and buy now. Oh, sell, sell, sell. All right? Any of the rules being broken, you tag myself or you tag another member of the team, and you will be out. It's a cutthroat thing now, okay? So far the community's been going great. The server is only open to the crypto challengers. It's going to remain that way. This is not a public server for every man and his dog to come in and talk rubbish. Okay? So, we're going to experiment. If it works fine, we leave it. If there's too many problems and the moderators have to be tagged too many times, then we cancel it. And also, don't go in there. It's all push to talk. You have to activate push to talk in there. We're not going to have any open mics. All right, where you can just be snoring or your dog barking in the background, or, you know, you scratching your beard or picking your nose or farting. None of that shit. All right, professional, and that's it. So that's one major update. Okay, we're going to be doing little updates and little things like this, guys, and we're going to experiment and see how, for you guys, it can be a little bit better for the challenge, so at least then you can discuss things with each other and you can pass on information with each other. The second bit, I know a lot of you and a lot of people have contacted me and a lot of people have sent me links, and I know a lot of you follow a particular YouTuber. A lot of you follow this guy, Silicone. I have checked out his stuff. He has some very, very, very good, interesting lessons. And he has some very, very good analyses on the market. I have reached out to him to see if potentially he may want to join us as a guest for one stream, maybe. Come on as a guest and share some information or some knowledge or something with you guys. Okay, again, trying to invite now Silicone as a guest. He is married to the Elliott wave theory, and I know a lot of you guys have been talking about it. You've been seeing other people doing it, and instead of, you know, trying to go out and just whatever it is, here's a guy who's married to it. We might as well get the other half of the Elliott wave to come and introduce the Elliott wave. So I have reached out to Silicone. You guys will see the tweet that I sent to Silicone. No, you won't. you will see a tweet here somewhere. I can't remember now. Tweets and replies. Oh God. We tweeted earlier. Okay. Go and find the tweet. Retweet it to him. Okay. If you like the guy and you want him to come on, if he gets enough tweets and retweets, he will answer the messages. If he doesn't, then it doesn't matter, and we look at potentially bringing another guest on in the next week or two, just for you, yeah, just so that you guys can actually learn something from someone who eats it, sleeps it, shits it, married to it, does everything with it. A lot of you excited about the Elliott wave theory. I think a lot more of you have been jumping on his videos and checking out his tutorials and stuff. So yeah, so that is a second update for the challenge.
To be clear, like Elliott waves is not the only thing he does. He studied TA like every TA, but he just started the Elliott waves for like a year or something, or half a year.
Yeah,
and he down to it. So it's not only that he does Elliott waves; he does everything.
Yeah, I mean, I am actually going through his YouTube list. He's on YouTube. It's Philacone, Papa Hotel India Lima Alpha.
Yeah, then we're gonna do it on Ethereum. Ready? 3, 2, 1.
Oh, that's him talking. I was wondering what am I hearing? You can come and you can check out his videos. He does a lot of market updates. Let's actually go and check out his playlists. I think that's where he separated them. Where have they gone? There is a list. There is a playlist with all of his stuff. Strategy summary, example, how to play. I can't remember where it is.
In the lessons and notes, there's like from the candles. If you go in there, there's like a whole list.
Lessons and notes. Yeah. We did. Yeah, it was posted. That's another thing, guys. Yes, thank you, Jeff. Let's go into lessons and notes. So if you guys aren't on the Discord server yet, I don't know what you're waiting for. To be completely honest, no idea what you guys are waiting for. Lessons and notes. So Jeff posted this here in lessons and note. This here in lessons and notes. He posted it on the other server. I just had to copy everything across to bring it in here. However, another update. Here is a section called useful links. I can type here. You guys can't. But Goran typed here. What is the policy for this? If you have a list of good links that you think should be here and you want to share with people, then you send me a DM and I will temporarily open up this room for you to post the links. You got to put a title. You got to put a little description what the links are. You post the links without the preview. I'll send you a message explaining how to do all of this. Okay, you post the links without a preview. And then once you're done, you tell me, and then I kind of lock you out of the room again. Why? Because you guys are actually going out and gathering this information. This was Goran who came out with all this great information. And I want people to realize that Goran is contributing as well to their knowledge. Goran is contributing to sharing information with them. You know, this is the community aspect of it. You know, we have this whole section over here, introduce yourself. I'm just going to scroll up quickly so that nobody's personal information gets revealed online on the internet. But this is what it is. Right now, we are a small group. We want to keep it that way. We want to get to know each other. We want to share tips, tricks, information, and grow together. So I want you guys to get the credit. If you post something and you share something, then you should be getting the credit. So that's why if you want to post something under useful links, send me a DM. And then I will open up the room for you temporarily after I've sent you the instructions for it. Once you've posted, I will close the room and other people can then appreciate your work. Question. I could post links of books to learn TA if that's allowed on Discord. I gotta check. I gotta double check. I am a little bit... I will check. Send me a message what the books are, and we can check it out and we can see. Just because quite often I am a big person. I don't have an ad blocker on my browser, even though I'm a tech guy. And the reason why is because for a lot of content creators, that's the only way they make their money. And by me putting an ad blocker and still consuming their content, and them not getting anything in return, I don't feel that's right. There are no adverts on these streams at all. I have disabled that feature. But if you put a link to a book that was published 30 years ago, and the guy's already made his money off of it, and it's kind of already all over the place, then fine. But if it's a recent book that a guy, is kind of really, he's put a lot of effort into it and stuff, then I would encourage people to actually buy it. When we look at the cost of some of these books, guys, it's like $10, $5. This book here, Lord of the whatever, exactly. I'm not going to bother paying to buy this. I did have a copy years ago. I never actually read it. But yeah, this is the kind of book where I would be like, yeah, okay, the guy made enough money, there's no point. But when it's a smaller book or a smaller website or a blog or something like that, then I like to support them. So send me the books, I'll check them out, and then potentially we could put them up as links. Most books are older, just like the one you're reading right now. Costs like $50 on Amazon. It's from 1999. All right, if it's from 1999, we can put it on. 1999 is a decent amount of time, 18 years, that the guy could have made profit from it. So yeah, we can share that there. Boulder Bum saying, when Lord of the Rings? I'm going to put it up to a vote. I'm going to put it up to a vote in the community, and then you guys can all vote on when you actually want the book to be read. Not the whole book, guys. We're just doing the first chapter. Chapter 1 here. I think we're doing chapter 1. This amount of text, holy shit. Yeah, or we may just start with these bits here. No, we'll just start with chapter 1 straight away. Tonight, I don't know. I'll have to see how I feel. Again, I've only had 45 minutes of sleep, so if I'm not feeling too chatty, I'm not really going to read it. Plus, I also got to do a couple of trades before I do sleep. All right. Yeah, it's 1 a.m. for me already. So yeah, I am running on adrenaline, to be completely honest. Guys in the server with me, hello.
Hello.
How are you doing, Jeff?
Good, man. Yourself?
I'm doing good, man. How have your days been?
Well, easy. I didn't do much trading. I just bought some coins and put them on the ledger. So I didn't do a lot of active trading because the market is unsure, but I just bought cheap coins and I'll keep buying them.
Okay. It's cheap as chips. It's crazy how cheap some of these coins are. It's it's ridiculous. I was looking through earlier at some of the coins that I hold in my long term, and seeing how cheap they are right now, being like, oh, this is crazy.
Yeah. It's really crazy. I just what I've been up to as well is like register my EOS tokens for people who has EOS tokens. I advise you to do it because it's necessary when the rebranding when the main thing comes out, and you get a different token, I believe. So I have a link for a video how to do it. It's really easy as well. So
yep, if you want to do it, contact Jeff. I'm sure maybe he can just at least send you the link, and then you guys can follow along. The guide and just register your EOS. I believe it is very, very highly recommended to do it before dawn, not like dawn as in 6 a.m. When is the actual? When is it due?
this month.
End of Q1, isn't it?
End of this month.
Yeah. So then you should register your EOS tokens in order to receive the correct tokens once everything is done and dusted. Antax asking, Jeff, is it not automatic on Binance?
Not that I know. They advise you to do it on Mu, my Ether wallet, and you have to add an EOS wallet. It's not really difficult, but I like if you have EOS, just give me a whisper, and then I'll give you the link. You just follow it. You're done in 10 minutes.
It's a quick and easy and simple process, guys. Nothing to be worried about, nothing to be afraid of. It's all good. It's all good. Martin saying John Murphy's book is important. Yeah, I mentioned John Murphy's book yesterday. It is Technical Analysis of the Financial Markets, a comprehensive guide to trading methods and applications by John J. Murphy. It's one of the few books that I'm currently reading. I like to flip between books and then confuse myself and go, wasn't I reading a book about TA? And instead it's talking about monsters hiding underneath beds. A really interesting dynamic in my life right now. All right, let's see. I don't see any more questions, guys. Jerome, are you here?
Yes, I'm here. The silent guy.
Yes. Your microphone works. Hallelujah.
Yeah, it finally works. Yeah.
How are you, man? I feel like it's been a long time, huh?
Yeah, a very long time. I take some day off, and yeah, I think I went out with my girlfriend, and that's it. So I take some good times. I enjoy the moment and enjoy life. And now I'm came back to crypto.
I was enjoying life so much, man, and then I came back to crypto. Yeah, it's been interesting the last few days at least.
Market is fucked up again.
Yeah, it's interesting. I think we're gonna have a very interesting challenge. Without a shadow of a doubt, we are gonna have a crazily interesting challenge ahead of us, and yeah, it's gonna be fun. It's actually really gonna be fun now.
Market's gonna go back to normal in maybe a few weeks. I don't know, but
yeah, we will have to see how long it's gonna be. When it does go back, then we just we adapt our strategy, and this is the thing. We are humans. Humans evolve. We are the masters of evolution, and so why don't we evolve as the market evolves? That's it. Simple. Martin asking, some of the team I don't see anymore. Where did they go, Techie? I don't know. I know a lot of people are taking a break from crypto because of the current market, and as a result, a lot of people are literally just sitting it out and not getting involved in anything crypto. Just kind of like, I'm just going to block crypto out of my life till the market recovers. So that's what's happening with some people. Mikhail saying thoughts on Encash project. It's okay. It's interesting. It has potential. I think maybe it's just a little bit too new in the market like this. Yeah, I'm gonna need to see how they act in the next month. I think is going to be the most crucial point for me. I like to judge a project based on how they act within the first month of ICO and first month of being launched on an exchange. That for me generally defines how they will continue to operate throughout their life. If they're just silent and there's just kind of nothing and there's just kind of you don't hear anything about them, then you can kind of expect that. There was an ICO that I invested in. I haven't actually checked it up for a while. This is an ICO that I invested in because it is directly related to my field of work. Oh, it looks like they actually updated their website. That's interesting. I purchased into this ICO. I dropped my tokens very soon after because their tweets and their communication and everything was just dead. So I got in at the ICO, and by January there wasn't kind of even a single tweet. I mean, even look here, 2 weeks ago. They will be listed on this exchange. Okay, blockchain sparking new age. It's nothing about you guys. Okay, again, 2 weeks ago. They go through these sporadic periods of just kind of posting, and then there's like nothing. And that for me, I didn't really enjoy. So that's why I'm just going to monitor. I can't even remember what I bought them for. I genuinely don't remember how much I bought it for. But we can have a look at the graph. Oh, this is funny. This is funny. Yeah, you can see when I dumped it. I kind of dumped it when it I think I dumped it at this second peak here. I dumped it. I was like, okay, these guys haven't posted a single update in quite a while, and the only updates that they actually had was we are launching on Hit BTC. I believe that was on their Twitter for a while. Oh yeah, we're going to launch on Hit BTC, and that was all. Nothing about the project, nothing about a successful ICO, no email communication, no nothing, and so I just dropped it because yeah, if you're not going to update the people who actually invested in your company, then get the hell out, in my opinion. So I'm going to monitor Encash. Going to take the same thing with them. You know, going to still see how they perform in terms of from a business point of view. I always look at coins as businesses. I invest into them as if I am investing into a business. So I'm going to monitor them as a business and see how they continue, and whether or not they will become a valuable coin to use or not. Do you still work, Techie? Where do you get time? This is my work. Can you touch a bit on risk management, stop loss? Yes. We're going to be talking about it a lot more when we start to make our trades with the new strategy, is the word that I was looking for. We're going to be going in and stop lossing our trades. We're going to be monitoring them. We're going to be utilizing various tools to determine where we're going to put the stop loss. Yeah, so there is technically no stop loss on Binance. There is only a stop limit. But you can use a stop limit in place of a stop loss on the exchange, because yeah, they haven't implemented one yet. So yeah, you could just come to stop limit. We covered this already in I think one of the early videos, how to use the stop limits. And yeah, so we will be using them effectively to provide us with some safety and security in the case of shit. Sent you the links, Techie. Thank you very much. Antax.
That's Enigma.
Why don't you just call yourself Enigma? What happened to your other account, Enigma? Confusing me like that. Techie, you said you invested in that last ICO because it's your field, but surely every coin is your field. Technically, yeah. But that one specifically, which is the contract work or freelancing contract work, I was interested in that because I do a lot of freelance and contract work, and generally my clients are word of mouth. However, there are occasions where I can be requested from various places. Not anymore, but I used to be able to be requested from various places. So yeah, there you go. All right, I think that's all the questions. Jerome, have you made any trades recently, actually, since you've been away for a while?
Not really. I'm just stuck in few coins, so I just have to wait till it come back. But no trade. I'm just watching and enjoying the show.
Okay. Yeah, it's a good position to be in. Just watch and enjoy the show, and just, you know, it takes away a lot of the emotional stuff, and then you can just really sit there and analyze the chart. So yeah, let's just see how it goes.
It's the best thing to do right now, waiting and watching the chart.
Martin telling me that he has beef. Oh no, I don't want to show some crazy. Don't know what happened. I minimized one of my charts that was off here, and now I can't see it. Or did I throw it up here? I think I threw it up here. Yes, I did. There we go. Let me bring this back here so I can actually monitor it, which is what I was meant to be doing during the stream. And I failed to spot something. Whoop-de-doo. It doesn't matter. Shit happens. Moving on. Martin saying the beef I have with the stop limit is that I can't combine it with a sell order. So essentially can only use it for sleeping time. that is one of the issues with a stop limit, is that as soon as any kind of limit order that you put, it will lock up your funds. You can't move your funds around. Okay, that's essentially it. I just want to check something quickly. Just because I have seen a lot of people actually talking about, you know, I can't remember, somebody mentioned to me that someone has X amount of money and that's why they follow them. And I just want to show you guys a trick. If I can actually stretch this. Oh God, come on. You see my balance there right now? We can make this 2 5 5 5. Yeah, there we go. We have $2 million, $2.5 million, guys. The crypto challenge is over. We are done. Everything is fine. And right now, if I wanted to, I could come here and I could put in an order at 2 million. No, that actually has a stop limit, isn't it? Be cautious, people. Do your own research. Okay. There's a lot of, I've realized this coming into crypto. This is the first time in my career that I have been in such an industry whereby anyone can come and make any kind of claims, and just be a little bit careful, guys. Okay. There's people on Twitter going out there, you know, sharing crazy numbers and stuff. There's people on other Discord servers, you know, going out and sharing crazy numbers. There's people sending DMs, you know, sharing crazy numbers and being like, oh yeah, look at my balance, look at my limit, look at how much I made. That's why, guys, whenever we start every single stream, I start on this page here and then I load this page so you guys can see it loading. Okay, otherwise I could very easily come in every day and just manipulate this and just keep on increasing it every day. All right, and then just when we start the stream, we start here and there's already a number there. But so long as the page is refreshed, the true number will always come out. All right, the reason why I'm mentioning this, I was talking to someone yesterday and they were like, yeah, such and such user has, I can't remember what it was like. They have 12 Bitcoin and they made it in 3 months. And I was like, really? Making 12 Bitcoin in the last 3 months? Like starting with what? You know, they started with 1 Bitcoin, they made it by 12 in the last 3 months. I'm sorry, I gotta call bullshit on that. And that is why, like, one of the rules on the server, guys, is to, you know, just share your percentage values. Percentage values are more important than your dollar values. Okay? Just do that, please. And if somebody comes out and somebody sends you a message, or you get invited to some random named server, wait, let me see if I can show you guys. I get multiple of these every day. I don't know if this one was genuine. If it is genuine, the user can send me a message and say to me, Techie, that was a genuine one. I get invited to lots and lots of servers, and I don't join them. Okay, I just don't join them. I don't have time for them. I don't have the energy for them. Hello, Mr. Techie. This is not a spam invite. I promise. I just wanted to let you know there is a legitimate crypto group that focuses on trading advisory services as well as... Sometimes you get this, okay, and you get financial numbers attached to it, like, oh yeah, the users, oh my god, check it out, I made $50 million in the space of 2 weeks. Ignore that shit, please, guys. All right, just as a security warning for you. Yeah, I just wanted to share that out. Question on, again, guys, I'm tired. I may end up just blabbering on for a few hours. Techie, my partner and some friends have asked me what you guys are getting out of doing the challenge, if it's totally free. It's a very, very fucking good question. It's a very, very, very good question. And it's a tough question. Why bother? Why bother? Some people who watch the stream have heard me talk previously about my opinion on education, my opinion on the state of how we are prepared by society to be adults. And okay, Jeff is saying he needs to go because he's got work. Yes, I do apologize, Jeff. We have gone past the time. Take care, man. We will catch you tomorrow.
Thanks, mate. Take care, guys, and good luck. See you guys tomorrow.
Ciao.
Ciao.
I have very strong beliefs that something needs to change in the world. People have become too selfish. People are no longer learning understanding, they're just learning facts, and that's it. And in 2015 I actually started up a big project, quite a big project, to build a massive online university, and that was going to be my project for the next 10 years. It was a very, very large scale project. We had massive amount of funding, lots of partners and stuff. However, after the first 18 months, the backer, the primary backer, decided that he was no longer interested in the project. Instead, he wanted to invest his money in a farm, which was quite comical. He's like, yeah, I don't think I'm going to put any more money in. I think I'm just going to make a farm. And as a result, then we just cancelled the project because we couldn't continue without that type of funding. So I'm a very strong believer in sharing information, in sharing knowledge, in sharing wisdom. Not only that, in learning from each other. I think too many people go out there without a willingness to learn. People go out there ruled and judged and driven by their egos. And so they go out there with such a hard head and such a stupid attitude of everyone is wrong and I am right. And then they fail to learn. And the best type of learning is not learning by reading a book. It's not learning by just kind of trying yourself. No, it's learning by being around other people. Right? It's learning by people sharing their knowledge. A book, right now, this, I've got ebook, so it's not a paper book. That is a book. That is someone sharing their knowledge. Okay? People charge for it. I chose to do it for free. And the rest of the team with me chose to do it for free. Because we all had to start somewhere in crypto. We all started somewhere. I don't know a single person who came in knowing everything and that was it. Even until 1 mil, even John, even Filicone. Everyone had to start somewhere. And where did you start? You started by Googling. What is crypto? And when you went to this and you click on any random link, this here is information that is shared by Amir Rozik 1 year ago. That's it. He shared information for free. He spent his time writing something out, collaborating with people, getting information and sharing it for free so that you can make money in life. There are people out there who do this. Okay? Do you see adverts? Maybe potentially he was paid by Block Geeks to write the article. But at the end of the day, it's free information, it's free knowledge, and it's out there. And this is what will ultimately lead to our progression. And this is what will ultimately lead to, in my belief, humanity breaking away from the current situation that it's in. If we go back to the very fundamentals of us working together, instead of us fighting against each other, then we can really start to proceed. We can start to progress. That's why I have a very strict rule on the server. You leave your ego outside. I'm not dealing with that shit. You want to come on the server and hate, you're out. You want to come in with an open mind, share your opinion and be open to others sharing their opinion, to discuss it, talk about it without getting butthurt, without being salty, by all means. You want to come in and cry when someone says something? Get the hell out. I don't have patience for that anymore. For the last month and a bit, there's been a lot of shit going on. This is my focus. I decided I'm going to dedicate 6 months of my life to this. It's not every waking hour or every day for this. But as we progress and as we proceed, it's going to be more and more. So, that is why. You know? That is why. I have a lot of stuff to learn as well. I don't know everything. Any trader out there who claims that they know everything about everything, walk away from them. They're trading with an ego. But if a trader is turning around and saying, yeah, well, okay, I'm willing to experiment, learn something new, do something new, whatever it may be, then great. Because as I learn, you learn, and as you learn, I learn. We're learning off of each other. People are posting links. People recommended Filicone. I'm there watching his videos. I'm learning via you guys learning via me. We're all kind of developing each other in a way. So, yeah. I hope that answers the question without going on for a crazy amount of time. This is what happens when Techie's tired. He can talk till the cows come home. Yeah, and yeah, guys, thank you. I mean, a lot of messages of support and stuff. I really, really do appreciate it. I know that a lot of people have dropped out, and it is a bit sad. You know, the challenge didn't quite go as we expected in the beginning. We really got hit hard, learned some valuable lessons. I learned a major valuable lesson of sticking to the fundamentals that I know, and not allowing too many external influences. And you know, now this is all part of the learning game. You know, that's it. If you keep on crying about the past, we spoke about this in Mind Week. If you keep on crying about the past, you're not going to be able to see the future. So, pardon my French, but fuck it. What's happened has happened. Let's move on. Let's reanalyze the situation right now. Right bloody now. Like, literally, you come, no matter what's happened in the day, you come, no matter what bad trade you did. If you can't bear looking at it, you zoom in like this. And you focus on that section there. And you say, what's behind this screen, what's off of the screen is done already. Let me see what I can find. Okay, we came up. I can see that we went sideways. Okay, we went sideways again over here. Then you move that line up. Wow, shit. Wow, there's a flag. This might actually be a flag. Hold on, let me recheck it. Then you can build up your excitement again. Doesn't matter what you lost back there. Doesn't matter what the hell happened over here. It doesn't matter that it went up 20% and you missed out on an opportunity. You focus on here. You leave the shit behind you. And this is what we're doing now with the challenge. Doesn't matter that we tethered up and it went up. I don't care. But right now, look, there's a flag. I don't know if this is a proper flag. I'm not checking it properly. But this is just an example. All right? And that's how everyone should be. That's how everyone should start to get into the mentality of. You know? This is how everyone should start to think. And that's why Mind Week was so important. And I wish that we could do a Mind Week kind of every single week. But at the end of the day, you know, this isn't a psych challenge. There's a lot of psychology in trading. If you manage to deal with the psychological and the emotional aspect of trading, you can really go very far. All right? You don't need to know TA. You could basically just know trend lines. And for a long time, guys, I'll be completely honest with you guys. For a long time, I only knew trend lines. I knew trend lines and I knew RSI. And I kind of understood MACD. But consistently, I was making money every single day. Consistently. And I'm not talking about when the shit was happening in September. I'm talking about after September, when we were heading down. And I was still making good money. Sorry, not September, October. All right? And I was making good money. And I didn't care. I was like, TA, it's okay. I'm making my money. It's fine. I'm happy. I've got my system in place. It works for me. I make on average 3 or 4% per day. Beautiful, easy, nice, smooth. All right. So, you know, this is the attitude you got to take. You find something that works for you. You forget about the past. You move on. You get rid of your emotions. You leave them out. I made the trade today. I lost quite a bit of money. I wiped out my gains of the last 24 hours. Do you know what I did straight after? Literally, I made a trade and I wiped out all of the work. And this is my full time. This is full time. I'm here 18 hours a day. I wiped out 18 hours worth of work. Do you know what I did? Literally the next minute, I went and I cut my wife's hair. She wanted a haircut. I went and I cut her hair. Because I said, I made a loss. Fuck it. Time to move on. And that's it. So I really hope that everyone can get or be inspired to reach a level. I'm nowhere near perfect. I still FOMO sometimes. I still get, oh fuck, oh damn, I missed it. And then I just remind myself or someone else reminds me. You know? They're like, hey techie, Mind Week. Someone did that the other day. They're like, hey techie, you should check out Mind Week. And I was like, thanks for the reminder. Because at the end of the day, we're all human. So if we stick together, and we're open to each other, and we're open to learning and expanding our knowledge and understanding, that's what the challenge is about. Okay? That's what the challenge is about. And I really hope that you guys stay here, and you guys keep on listening, and you guys keep on learning, and you keep on sharing knowledge as well and stuff. And this isn't just about me. That's why I want you guys to post the links under your own names with your own writing and your own text, so that then people can see that you too are sharing. It's not just techie doing this and that. It's everyone. All of us all together, we are all doing this. And we are all, you know, it was actually the best haircut I've ever given her, to be honest. So, yeah, although next time I come to give her a haircut, I'm definitely not going to wipe out 18 hours worth of gains. That is a little bit, you know, that is a little bit. No, it wasn't anger at all. I closed the trade. I stood up at my desk. I laughed. And I went, oh, that's funny. And I walked away. And I was calm as a cucumber. It wasn't even on my mind. I didn't even remember that I made a loss till I came back to the computer and looked and went, oh yeah, that happened a little while ago. All right, let's see what opportunities there are right now. And then I entered into one trade. I entered into a second trade. I entered into a third trade. Little small trades, successful. And that's it. All right. So, yeah, I know we've gone off quite a while. Yeah, so thanks guys for tuning in. This is such a stoner mentality. I'm not a stoner. I'm not a stoner though. So yeah. But yeah, how much does your wife know about your going ons? She knows that I trade full time. She doesn't know every single trade. Well, what's the point? I'm not going to tell, oh, I lost for X amount. Oh, I made this amount. Oh, I lost X amount. If I do make a large amount of money, I do sometimes go and I'll be like, yeah, I made blah, blah, blah today. And she would look at me like, really? I'd be like, yeah. She'd be like, wow, okay, that's good. But other than that, no. So, yeah. No one knows how much I have in crypto. No one. And that's it. That's how I'm going to maintain it. That's how I'm going to control my stuff. It's a number for me to know. It's a number for me to realize. I don't go around, you know, oh yeah, I made blah blah blah, etc. I actually post more my failed trades than I do my successful trades. That's a funny one. Which I think is maybe why some of the trolls and stuff started hating on me. Like, oh, Techie made a loss. But yeah, you guys just don't know how much I make, actually. I don't know how much I make. I haven't actually calculated it in a while. Yeah, so good. That'll help in the divorce settlement if it comes up. You never know, man. It's my Ledger Nano has actually got stickers on it called Corsair USB 2.0 32 gigabyte. It's a damn USB stick. Are you just trading only crypto or doing other stocks, futures? No, I'm just doing crypto. I'm not doing stocks and futures. I did Forex many years ago for a short while. I left it. It wasn't really for me. Yeah. And then I came into crypto and I liked it and it is for me. It combines a lot of my passions. It combines a lot of things that I really like. So that's it. I just do crypto. Yeah, as 2 coins. Oh, come on, man. You're stealing my lines now. I used to sing that a lot on The Voice. I was gonna make a trade, but then I got high. Yeah. Only let her know 5% of trades you do. Keep the others for yourself. My ex told me to be realistic. I told her realistic is how much my mining is earning 30% more than her salary full time when it was 7k at the time. You can't get 50% of crypto in a divorce. Any thoughts? Well, you can. You just give the shit coins, isn't it? Any thoughts of still getting some kind of deal for those nano ledgers? Yes. Somebody actually did ask me about it today. I don't know whether it was you, Crypto Music. Wait, Crypto Music, is that you, Mr. Music? Have you changed your name to Crypto Music now, Mr. Music? I do miss the name, Mr. Music. Yes. Okay. Yes, I am. It is still in the plan. The plan was when we reach $2,500 and above that we potentially we start to speak to Ledger about getting us some good deals on some nanos. We haven't reached that number yet, and you know, I think it's a little bit too much of an investment right now to say to people, hey, do you want to put like 10% of your stack, of your trading stack, into a little hardware device that isn't necessarily really that important right now. So yeah, we're gonna wait a little bit on that and see how the market goes, and then we will choose a point and we will buy in. But yes, there is still a plan to do a group discount for the Ledger Nanos, where you guys all go and order it by yourselves, just probably with some coupon code or something. You know, it's not gonna be oh yeah guys, send me money and I'll buy it for you. No, I'm never doing that shit. Please just stay away, just don't do it. Yeah, so that's it. Okay, no more questions. That's everything that I see right now. And we have gone quite a bit over stream time. And Jerome is still here with me. Hey Jerome. No FOMO. God, it's been a while since I did that. Alright guys, as you guys can see, this is Bitcoin right now on the 15-minute. Yeah, just monitor it. We spoke about what's going to happen. I'm going to leave this line up here for you guys to see. Although it does look like we kind of broke past this line, it's okay. We may see where the new line will be. Again, I will keep on updating this chart for you guys to see. I can't remember what this line is for, so I'm just going to delete it. Yeah, and then we can follow this and we can see how things are going. Since we just randomly threw these ones on, I want to delete them so that it doesn't confuse someone, and then someone comes back like, Taki, what are you doing? You put the line in the wrong place. It's like, yeah, I don't give a fuck, pardon my French. Yeah, so this is how it is. This is how it's gonna go. Can't remember what this line here was for. We'll leave this one at the bottom here. Okay. If I do, someone saying daily closed. Ah, yes, very good point. Let's see how the daily closed. Ooh, yeah, as expected. I mean, it didn't really move much at the end. It's definitely a bullish engulfing candle. We could potentially see another green tomorrow. You got to understand one thing though. This candle started down here and closed up here. Okay, let's just switch off these guys and let's zoom in. All right, let's zoom in. That's maximum zoom apparently. So the candle, this candle came from up here. It started here, went up, came down, retraced a little bit. Next one started here. Okay, went down, climbed back up, reached up there, came back down to here, and then opened. Let's monitor and see where this one goes. If it's gonna be green, it can only be green if it continues to go up. This is something I think maybe some people fail to realize sometimes. If I can find the right tool, there we go. In order for this candle to be green, come here, come here. Okay, in order for it to be green, it has to go up. The minute that this candle comes down, it's going to be a red candle. Okay, and we got to monitor this, because if this is a green of equal size, you guys can see where it goes. Comes up to the 10K line. However, what we could see is we could see the candle growing over the space of the day, hitting up here, and then retracing back down, maybe closing here, maybe closing here, maybe closing down there. We don't know yet. So it's always good to monitor as well and see where it's going and where the wicks are, and base it off of that. Okay, so yeah, definitely a bullish engulfing candle. We're going to monitor it. 5 p.m. CET is usually when the big dumpening happens. So yeah, we can just watch out for it and see how it goes. Thank you for who said that? Ah, yes, Seth. Thank you very much, Seth. 2C1C says, I have Binance on my iPhone and it keeps asking me to update. I updated and now have 2 apps on my phone. The new app won't let me open it as iPhone says it's not safe. Have you heard of this before? Yes. Get rid of the iPhone. Sorry, I'm a tech guy. You can expect that from me. No, I am sorry, I have not. I would say uninstall both, remove both from your phone, go and find the link to the official app, go and install it again and see what happens. Or maybe anyone else out there, if you are aware of this issue, please come to the, or you can catch 2 Coins 1 Cup anywhere, and you can send him a message and see if you can help him out if possible. Alright, it's been a long stream. It's been a long time. It's been a long, 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 long time. I can't use mine either. Straight from Binance site won't work. Okay, it seems like maybe there is an error with the Binance app. We will have to, yeah, I don't know. We'll have to see how it may potentially go, and then we will, maybe they'll release another update to fix the issue, or something will happen with it. But that's it. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning in tonight. Thank you for joining us. Be sure to come back tomorrow at 7 p.m. EST or midnight CET for a limited time only. This is a limited time only deal until Europe also changes to summertime. And then we can chit chat, check out the charts, make some money, and have a party. All right. So guys, that's it from me tonight. I may be hopping in and out of the voice room. Remember, it's now open for you guys. Behave yourselves. Otherwise, seriously, you're out. Follow the rules. The rules are in the welcome room. Please follow them. I don't like kicking people, but I will if I have to. So yeah. And if there's any trouble in there, tag me, tag one of the other team. And we can deal with it right there and then. All right, ladies and gentlemen, from me and Jerome and Jeff and Grizz, who I believe is listening, but he's currently occupied somewhere. Thank you for watching, and we will catch you all tomorrow. Have a good day and be safe. Good night.